What's cracking, Bush Leaguers? Welcome to another episode of Sunday League, the podcast. This is your boy DH. I'm here with a special guest because, as many of you probably know, our good old friend Bowski is out of town, vacationing, living it up somewhere out in the Caribbean. No, in Mexico. Close enough. We got our boy Andres in the house. Say what's up to the people.
Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going?
I got to meet Andres through my wife and her coworker, and she told me that her husband happened to like baseball as well. Was into baseball just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Would you say just a little bit?
Just a little bit.
We're over here chilling in his man cave, which is all decked out in Dodger gear. Safe to say that's your team, right?
Yes, sir. All the way.
All right, man. Well, cheers, man. Thanks for having me over at your place.
Yes, sir.
What are you drinking?
805 Cerveza.
What do you think?
It's pretty good, man. Courtesy of Mr. Danny here.
That's right, man. So, when we first met, not when we first met, but not too long ago, like probably the third time we got to hang out was for your birthday.
Yes, sir.
And you admitted to being just Mexican type of beer type of guy.
Yes, sir.
That's it. Anything Mexican, right?
Yeah.
All right. And
That's
so what'd you think when I busted out this 805?
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be that great.
Really?
Yeah, but once I took that first sip, I was like, no way. I was like, I'm leaving the Ultra behind.
Dude, the 805 Cerveza is like, it's good.
Yeah.
So add that to your list.
Yeah, that's one of a kind for sure.
Yeah, man. I got my my famosa that I usually will drink on the podcast. It's a Guatemalan beer. You had some too for your birthday not too long ago.
Yeah.
So it's good stuff, man. Well, thanks for joining us on this podcast, episode 165.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. So tell me a little bit about first of all, you do play Sunday ball,
Correct.
right? And but you grew up playing ball. Tell me a little bit about where you play right now.
Well, I currently stopped playing baseball right now. I don't really have a team.
All right. You're a free agent?
Yeah, practically a free agent. I started playing softball a little bit more.
For sure.
So slow pitch softball. But the baseball, anytime I get invited, I'll go ahead and come out and play, have some fun and, hang out with the guys. I did grow up in East LA, Boyle Heights area. So
all right.
Usually the leagues that I know are out there.
Okay. So the league that you played in most recently was called the
Maravilla League.
Maravilla League.
Maravilla, yes. It's off of East LA and Whittier Narrows area, South Almani area.
Yeah. Yeah, see, we do follow a lot of leagues around Southern California. We'll try to actually put together a power rankings.
Okay.
There is a power ranking system in slow pitch softball that you told me about. So
correct.
I'll kind of pick your brain on that a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, we covered a lot of leagues out in SoCal. Maravilla is one that I haven't been able to find online. It's one of those old school leagues, isn't it?
Correct. Yeah. The owner actually of the creator of that league, maybe about a season ago, he finally put it to the books, retired.
Wow, really?
And handed it over to family.
Okay.
So he just had a lot of family within the league, teams that he knew. So they're carrying on his legacy, but to my knowledge, I just turned 32. So to my knowledge, I know for sure that league has been around for at least 25 plus years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You have other family members that played in that league before too?
Correct. Yeah. My oldest brother, he's 45 now. He played in that league, back in the day when I was still in high school. So I will go see him play and just carried over. My second oldest brother also played. And then I am the last one to play there.
And so you played high school ball out there too?
Yeah, I also did play D1 at Roswell High School.
Okay.
Out of Boyle Heights. So it brings back memories for sure.
So a lot of the guys out there still play Sunday ball, you think?
Correct. Yeah, especially my best friend. He's out there. He plays for the Maravilla League and the Mike Brito League.
The Mike Brito League.
Yeah, the Mike Brito. For whoever knows, Mike Brito is the old-time scout for the Dodgers, that recruited Fernando Valenzuela back in the day.
No kidding.
Yeah. So he had a league of his own. He still does, So there's multiple leagues out there in the East LA, Boyle Heights area, that are pretty well known. So every time we go play out there, it brings back memories to the high school days, because the competitiveness, of the league. Some of the guys that we play against are basically the teams or the players that we played against in high school. So it brings back memories. It brings back rivalries. Of how we used to go about our baseball business, back in high school.
That's for sure, man. That's what's up. So now, you said you dedicate a lot of your time now playing slow pitch ball. It's a little more. It's pretty serious business, though. The team that you guys are on.
Yeah. Well, softball, it became a little bit more of a thing, because baseball, it got hard, because of work and all that stuff. Baseball, it got hard because of work, and driving out to LA from over here in Fontana, it was like, it was a straight commitment, but then having us, the family and all that stuff, it just got a little harder over the years, So I was picked up by the softball team, a slow pitch softball team, and earlier this year, and they asked me to be their shortstop, so I went out, they practically tried me out, so I believe I performed well, because then after that I became their official shortstop.
At the end of the day, there you go. So this team is the same team that you play with now?
Yes, correct.
You guys have been together for how many years? Or how long you been with this team?
I've been with this team since March.
Oh, wow, nice.
Earlier this year, March.
So currently in Fontana? Would you be?
It's based off of Laverne. The coach is off of Laverne, but we do play. It's like travel ball, like basically we go anywhere, any city to go play tournaments, know, and whatnot. So we try to get the guys together at least once or twice a month in order for us to put in our work.
That's what's up, man. And so I know traveling out to LA to play baseball was a little difficult. Have you heard of the Fontana Baseball League?
I have not.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go, man. Yeah. So this guy over here, stud shortstop for a nationally ranked slow pitch softball team, may or may not be available for a Fontana League if you need a shortstop.
Yes, definitely. Well, if anybody's out there looking for a shortstop, I'm all ears.
So you grew up playing shortstop, high school, all the way through Sunday ball and all that?
Correct. I've been playing since I was 4 years old, straight from T-ball, nice. Division I high school, and for sure I love the game, so I've been playing since. So now I'm turning over the legacy, to my little kids, like to my boy.
Yeah, and you're still in. I would say you're still in prime playing age. 32.
Yeah, correct.
Freshly 32.
Yeah, freshly 32.
That's
but
right.
I play like I'm 18 years old. Like I still get dirty. I still dive for balls, slide, etc. Hustle. So it's just especially the atmosphere. When it comes down to playoffs or whatnot. Then I give it all out.
That's what's up. What's up.
Yeah.
So you got 3 kids.
Correct.
3 little ones.
Yeah.
And your oldest plays ball too?
Yeah, he's about to start farm, next week, so he's excited to play. We actually just picked up his uniform today, so he can start prepping.
Who's he playing for?
They don't know yet. Apparently his color of the team is going to be orange, and they're going to let the kids decide what team they want to choose that has orange in it. And believe it or not, I highly believe they should be the Orioles, because I am definitely not going to choose the Giants.
I was going to say, there's not too many choices out there.
No, it's just the Giants.
There's maybe 2.
Giants and the Orioles, and I'm all in for the Orioles, especially with the Orioles this year.
Bro, what would you do? What would you do if it was Giants?
Oh, man. I'm sorry, but I'll just wear a black T-shirt.
with like an orange collar or something.
Negative, not even that.
Not even no orange whatsoever.
No, I'll probably just a black T-shirt and that's it.
So you bleed blue through and through.
Bleed blue. Dang,
that's what's up. So, favorite player growing up, who was that for you?
Oh, Jesus! Back in the day, it was Rafael Furcal.
That was your guy?
Dodgers. Yeah. I know initially he was with the Braves, and then after that he ended up going to the Dodgers. But he was a stud shortstop. And then eventually over the years they carried over, like I still like Seager, man. Seager, even though he went to Texas, but Texas picked him up, and Seager's a stud, man. But at least right now for the Dodgers, it would be Mookie and Mr. Freeman.
Mookie and Freddie.
Yeah.
I mean, they're pretty solid MVP choices year in, year out.
Yeah, it's a 1-2 punch, man.
So, Dodgers struck gold with those guys.
Yeah.
And they're going to be with them for a long time too.
Yeah,
so.
at least for the next 5 years for sure together.
Right. Did you go to a lot of Dodger games growing up?
I did not. You
No?
know, believe it or not, I did not. So we were focused on other things. My parents. Unfortunately, I grew up with my dad. Also, widow. So he was the breadwinner. Like obviously he would support us. So there was no time for him to take us out of luxury. To stuff like that. Only really when he actually had the money. Financially, it hit us pretty hard.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, but I am very grateful for what he did for us, so it's just, we keep thriving no matter what. And he's mom and dad to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when did you go to your first Dodger game?
Ooh, I don't remember. I do not remember that. I would say in my teens,
All right.
I would say in my teens when my brother took me to the Dodger game, but I don't recall ever, going to a Dodger game with mom and dad.
Well, I mean, just looking around the man cave right now, it's pretty safe to say that you've caught up for lost time.
Correct.
Because I'm just looking from left to right. You got bobbleheads, dude, from different generations, different eras. It's almost kind of like they've been passed down in a way, but this is just your personal collection.
Correct. Back in high school with Roosevelt High School, we would do fundraisers at Dodger Stadium.
Okay.
And the fundraisers, basically, we would be the giveaway people. So once you enter the gates, they'll be the ones. There's people handing out the giveaways, bobbleheads, towels, jerseys, etc. And that was us. So whenever they did have extra bobbleheads or whatnot, then they will go ahead and hand us over a bobblehead. So we did the exclusive bobbleheads, so we will always, that's what started the trend of me collecting the bobbleheads,
Yeah.
And then ever since, I became partial season ticket holder strictly just for the bobbleheads after I started working. So I would just pick up the bobbleheads and I would just collect them. There's not enough space in this cave right now.
There isn't.
Even put more bobbleheads. I still have them in the box. I don't open them, and I still have a couple containers full of bobbleheads that are not even open or displayed.
Yeah. Yeah, you got banners, bats, custom bats. So nowadays though, you do a lot of traveling around, checking out different stadiums. How many stadiums have you been to?
I've been about 14 stadiums, 14
MLB.
Correct.
MLB stadiums.
MLB stadiums about 14, and then one huge thing about me is I go to the All-Star games. It's either the All-Star game or the Home Run Derby. So this past All-Star game festivities, I did the Home Run Derby with you, Mr. Manny.
Yeah, dude, that was probably the first time that we really got to hang out for a long time. And
definitely. And that was awesome. So that being said, that was number 7.
7th All-Star game.
Yeah, All-Star game or Home Run Derby.
Nice,
so
you got to keep it going.
Yeah,
you can't stop.
Yeah.
You got to keep it going.
Yeah, that's why it kind of became a trend. The wifey surprised me for Father's Day with that All-Star, with the Home Run Derby tickets, so, hey, why not?
Yeah, man. I knew it was going down, too.
Yeah.
My wife would kind of tell me, hey,
nice.
This is probably going to happen, just so you know. So, all right, I'll give you permission to go by yourself. Yeah, so, to those that don't know, I did go to Seattle with, I mentioned it on the podcast, the previous episode with the homie Andres. And this is the guy right here.
Yes, sir.
So, I've done it on a couple of different times, but this was your first time going up to Seattle on just a one-day trip.
Correct. That was a one-day turnaround, and it was exhausting.
Yeah? we did a lot.
Yeah.
We did a lot.
Yeah, we did.
We got there because our flight left at 6 a.m.? Somewhere around there?
6 a.m.
And then we got there a little bit after 8:30.
Yeah.
Had to hit up the, walk across the airport to the light rail.
Correct.
And then from there, dude, it was just kind of hiking all around town.
Yes, definitely, and then there wasn't, obviously, I would love to go back, because there was a lot that I still wanted to see in Seattle.
Yeah.
That I just didn't have a chance to.
No, man. I mean, and it's you can do a lot in a day if if you kind of have an idea of what you want to do and what you want to see. Took you to that spot, that French bakery.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know what I'd get here, but whatever. I'll take that.
Yeah.
It's like a ham and it was a fancy word for just a ham and cheese.
Correct.
little sandwich thing.
And it was out of croissant, and I don't do croissants.
That one was fire though.
So when I had that and I knew it was croissant, I was like, I don't know, but the moment I took a bite out of that, it was great.
Yeah. So we hit up downtown Seattle, and then we went to the stadium. You did your shopping. So how does Seattle compare to all the other stadiums you've been to?
Ooh, Seattle is just it's more modern, obviously. I don't know. I can't think on top of my head when it was built, but it looks a lot more modern, than older fields.
It opened in 99, I think.
99. Okay.
99 or 2000. No, actually 99 because it opened actually like during the season.
Oh, wow.
Like right after the All-Star break, it opened.
Okay.
In 99. And it was kind of weird because that doesn't really happen. New stadium opening mid-season, but it did.
Yeah.
So it's been like 24 years now. 24.
Okay.
Yeah, about 24 years.
Yeah, but it still looks clean, man. It's beautiful. You know, like the roof and just the obviously the fireworks. After like the festivities that they have there. So I'm pretty sure they have that after a home run there.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty good. And then one thing I really did love about Seattle is that they had unlimited soda. They had unlimited fountain.
The drink.
Yeah,
if
the
you
soft
bought
drinks.
If you bought the souvenir cup.
Yeah, so I bought the souvenir cup, and then I told the lady, "Hey, okay, I'll take a Coke." And I was like, "Oh no, you get it yourself." It's like, here's the cup. I'm like, "What?"
I ain't serving you.
I'm like, seriously, is this happening right now? So
Hell
yeah, I don't tend to bump into that in any park, where you get free refills after that.
Yeah, dude. I know. I've I think I went to Angel Stadium recently, and I bought a souvenir cup, and no free refills. I don't think, but
yeah. So
yeah, Seattle's got a good thing going on.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't get to try their grasshoppers though.
Oh, we didn't.
I've tried them before. Because I went to the MLB Food Fest.
Okay.
Like a few years back.
That was at the All-Star
it was
Fan
over
Fest?
here in downtown LA.
Was it for Fan Fest?
Yeah, correct. Okay. Yeah, it was a Fan Fest.
They had like fest. different stadium foods.
Correct. They had all 30 stadiums. The food for all 30 stadiums are their specialty. And I believe they had a couple from like international,
yeah.
But that was great. That's where I tried the grasshoppers, but I didn't find them.
They don't really taste like much, dude. They're seasoned. They got the seasoning on it, but they're just crunchy.
Yeah, they're crunchy,
like crunchy chips.
Yeah,
that's about it. So yeah, at least it's the experience that
Correct.
You're after.
Yeah, definitely.
You can say that you ate some bugs or whatever.
Yeah,
man, that's cool. So Seattle's up there. What's your favorite one though? Your favorite place? If you had to put one on the map, up top, which would it be?
Oh man, out of all of them.
Out of all of them.
I really did like Citi Field in New York.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. When did you go there? Was that?
That was back in 2015.
Okay.
2015, 2016.
Yeah.
My nephew had a tournament out in Cooperstown.
Shoot.
So we went out there. I supported it. I was a supporter of uncle.
Okay.
So
that's a pretty dope supportive uncle to
Yeah.
go all the way to New York.
Yeah.
For some baseball games.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah. So we were out there for about 2 weeks. We caught 3 baseball games in 3 different stadiums. Which was Yankee Stadium, Citi Field, and Fenway.
Nice.
Then Citi Field was it was nice. It was nice, especially if you're going in through behind home plate, the entrance to home plate. They have the Jackie Robinson statues.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
So it was really nice.
Dang.
Yeah.
I mean, going in through home plate at T-Mobile Park was pretty nice too. I think we saw the chandelier.
Yes, correct.
Right?
Yeah,
And
that
then,
was something different too.
and then those statues out front. But
Yeah.
hey, Jackie Robinson, you really can't beat that. And New York just kind of seems like that was one of the most expensive stadiums I think ever built.
Yeah.
Was Citi Field. I don't know which one was more expensive though, that one or the new Yankee Stadium. I think it was Citi Field that was more expensive.
Yeah. Yankee Stadium is more monumental, like they just have a lot of history behind it. I went to Monument Park, out in Deep Center, and it was nice. I took pictures with the plaques, Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, all that stuff, so that was pretty cool, but I would say modern, like very just so much to see, and it's just not a boring sight.
Yeah. That's what's up. And then you also mentioned that you went to Fenway during that same trip.
Correct.
Did you get to go behind the Green Monster?
I did not.
And see,
That'd
be something right there.
Fenway Park was actually a last minute thing, where we were able to pull off that trip because we didn't know how much time we had in our hands. So Fenway Park was pretty, it was last minute.
Okay.
So I think from what I recall, Fenway Park, in order for you to get behind the monster seats or on top of the monster, it had to be reserved in advance, or special tickets,
Oh, wow.
So we didn't get a chance to do that, but we were able to get back there, Deep Center, catch some batting practice, and that was good. So
Next year, Texas, 2024.
Texas.
So is that on your itinerary for next year?
It definitely is.
Right.
It might be another one-day trip if necessary. If the family decides not to go, but yeah, definitely.
It's a little further.
Yeah.
I think the flight there is a little over 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
Whereas going to Seattle, there's only a 2-hour flight.
Yeah.
Get on the flight from Ontario, and to Seattle it's 2 hours. But going to Texas is gonna be a little further, so you might be a little more jet lagged. It's a different time zone.
Correct.
So I don't know. I'm willing to. If I had to, I'd do the same thing I did last time. I did 2
maybe
days.
2 days. Yeah.
Because that'd be tough for one day, bro.
Yeah.
That'd be tough.
I don't think I'll do the one day anymore because obviously you know how I left.
Yeah.
I had to leave early to catch my flight, and I didn't want to do that. I don't want to do that again, because we're not gonna waste that much money, on a ticket to leave early, to not be.
You're one of those, huh? You like to stay for the whole game,
especially when it's an event like that.
Yeah.
Like we need to make sure we're out there on
you got to get your money's worth.
End. Yeah, exactly.
You got to get your money's worth.
So what I was thinking next time, if worst case scenario, if I end up doing that, then I'm just gonna ride it out and catch the earliest flight the following morning, and if necessary, I'll sleep at the airport. I don't care.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah, whatever it takes, man. That's obviously the wifey understands that, where she knows the passion I have for the game, and I wasn't planning on going this year, because of other responsibilities we have, and
right.
And she surprised me with that at the end. So I was pretty stoked. So obviously she knows at the end of the day what it means to me,
right.
of going to these games, visiting every stadium, and that's my goal, visiting 30 MLB stadiums.
Yeah. Well, you're way ahead of me.
Yeah.
I think just outside of California, I've only been to Seattle, Texas, but the old Texas Stadium.
Okay.
Colorado.
Okay.
Been to Denver. You been to Denver?
Yeah, that was a
Rockies?
2021 All-Star game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm trying to think what else. Pretty soon we'll be going to Vegas.
Okay. Yeah, right. The Las Vegas Athletics.
The Las Vegas Athletics, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something, dude. Like just having.
Soon.
Yeah, we have to go to Oakland though before they get rid of it.
Yes, I've never been to the Coliseum, believe it or not.
Neither have I, dude.
No?
And neither have I. And I was really hoping and planning on going this month, actually, coming up in September. I was planning on going on the 17th, I think, or it was the 17th or the 20th. The A's are hosting Seattle.
Okay.
And it would have been a perfect time to do a one-day trip. It's like a Wednesday. One-day trip. They have an afternoon game. And that's usually how I plan it, is I'll fly out early in the morning, get there for the afternoon game, and then be able to fly back and be home before the kids got to go to sleep,
Yeah.
So, yeah, hopefully we get to do that before next year because.
Yeah. Well, if the schedule continues the way it does with the MLB right now, where every team gets to play everybody,
Yeah.
at least once a year.
Mm-hmm.
I know for a fact that the A's were at Dodger Stadium this year. So most likely they'll alternate. So next year, they're most likely the Dodgers will be at the Coliseum.
Yeah, circle that one.
You know, so we'll probably I'll look into that. You know, but yeah, that's definitely the only stadium I'm missing in California for me.
There's Oakland. Yeah,
It's
same
Oakland.
here.
Yeah.
Same here, man. Same here. All right. Mookie having an awesome season. Is he your MVP for National League?
He's always going to be the MVP, man.
Right.
You know, no matter what. Even though I bleed Dodger blue, but this guy is putting himself a ridiculous number for his body size.
Yeah. What about Acuna?
Oh, Acuna, that guy's a star, man. I hate to say it. You know, he is a star. He is an MVP caliber player.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a couple stats or maybe a stat that I don't agree with.
Oh,
yeah.
What's that?
Stolen bases.
Why is that? Is it the new rules?
It's definitely the new rule. You know, I don't tend to participate in that new rule. You know, whatsoever.
So baseball dropped they dropped the pitch clock.
Correct.
The disengagements. You know
Yeah.
how often the pitcher can disengage. They brought the bigger bases.
Mm-hmm.
What am I missing?
The hitter needs to be in the box looking at the pitcher by 8 seconds.
All right. So, which one is your least favorite? Is it the base size? Is it the pitch clock? The disengagements?
I think it's the pitch clock, you know, but believe it or not, the pitch clock, a lot of people didn't agree with it in the beginning, but it's I feel like it brought baseball back to life. You know, a lot more attendance in stadiums now, from what I've heard, a lot more action in the game. You know, so and a lot more rush and not 3-4 hour games anymore.
Yeah,
you know, 2.5. You know, and that's pretty good. You know, that's pretty good for baseball, believe it or not.
Well, the game's definitely moving a lot faster, and there's a lot more action, such as the stolen bases.
Yeah.
But you don't think Acuna's stolen base total is legit?
I would take that out of consideration. You know, I don't think that should be part of the MVP
The stolen
talk.
bases.
You know, yeah, the stolen bases. He's doing good with the home runs. You know, he's doing good with the average. You know, and the RBIs. You know, but the stolen bases, he's getting a little leeway, you know, a little help, you know, because he knows in back of his mind that there's a disengagement rule, you know, so no matter what, if you're going to pick him off, you have to do it no more than 3 times. Like by the 3rd time, it has to be done. If not, it's a free base either way, you know? So, I wouldn't discuss that even in the MVP race. You know, discuss everything else, OPS, slugging, all that stuff.
Yeah.
WAR, you know, all that stuff, you know, and clearly Mookie Betts has the main stats, OPS, WAR, home runs, you know, over Acuna, you know, if you take stolen bases out of that equation.
So you got Mookie in there, Acuna. Who else do you think would be a top 3 MVP?
I don't know, man. Well, the top 4 for sure that they've been discussing. I know it's been for Freddie Freeman,
Freddie's in there too.
Mookie, right. And then Olsen, obviously with his 45 dingers right now. You know,
it's either a Brave or a Dodger, and they just played each other.
Yeah,
just this past weekend, right?
Yep. Yeah.
So
it was a good series. You know, like the Dodgers. The Braves put a hurt on the Dodgers for sure, and I hate to admit that the first couple games, you know, the Dodgers almost had a bounce back the first game, you know, which was pretty motivational, you know, obviously for the fans, you know, that they can stay up there with the Braves, you know, and fight back, you know, and not give up till the last out, till the 27th out. So that was good to see. That was good to see that the resilience that the Dodgers have, you know, the leadership, the veteran leadership that they have in that clubhouse, you know, where they don't give up and they just continue, you know, pushing, you know, chipping away, you know, until they catch up or they do comebacks. If I'm correct, And if I recall, I think they're first or second in the league in comeback wins this year.
All right.
So that's good to hear. The second game, game 2, it was all Braves. Game 3, the rookie in the game 3 and 4, the rookie stepped up. Sheehan and Bobby Miller, they definitely stepped up. Where they only allowed, I believe, 2 runs overall to the Braves in 10 plus innings, and the veterans gave up like 12 plus earned runs. So that was huge. So the rookies put in work. Where they dominated the Braves. So at the end of the day, it's going to be up to pitching, because the Braves had their 1-2 punch. For pitching game 1 and game 2, and then after that they were able to salvage the series, where they won game 4, on Sunday, so that was good. At least it's possible to beat the Braves, but hey, when it hits October, it's a whole different season.
It is.
It doesn't
Everybody's
matter.
back at zero.
I don't care about the season. I don't care about the season. The Dodgers beat the Braves. They took the series out in Atlanta earlier this year. They didn't talk much about that. Okay. But yeah, they want to talk about it now. Yeah, no. So when it's the postseason, when it's October, it's a whole different season. So
yeah, I mean, the Dodgers, the Braves, top 2 teams in the National League, and honestly, it's really not even close, because you've already got the Braves with 90 wins, the Dodgers at 84 and 52, and Dodgers have a 14-game lead in the West.
That's right.
And everybody was talking about the Padres this year.
Yeah.
I was even talking about the Padres this year. I'm not lying. I picked the Padres to go to the World Series this year.
And let me guess, that's not what's in.
Not even close, bro. Not even close. Yeah, it hasn't been good for them at all. I mean, the Mets, you saw what's been happening with them all season long. And, yeah, it's wild. It's wild seeing this happen. Like, at the beginning of the year, I swore up and down, Mets, Padres, they're going to battle it out in the NLCS.
Yeah, the Padres.
There's no way they can fail.
The Padres, they're a whole different team. They have too many egos on that team. Too many egos. Everybody trying to do their own thing. Everybody trying to outslug somebody else or another player, instead of working as a team. A lot of people I've heard, or I've read that they're trying to put the blame on Melvin. He's a good skipper, man. He's a good skipper, and I will not blame him at all.
Well, they put it on the other guy they had before him,
yeah.
Tingler.
Yeah, of course.
The Tingler.
Yeah, of course. Of course, at the end of the day, he's going to fall under the manager, no matter what.
Right.
But Melvin is a good manager, man. He's a good skipper, and look what he did with the A's, for so many years, and they were the lowest budgeted team out in the American League, and possibly all the big leagues. So, and he took the A's, to the playoffs multiple times, and they did their thing, Unfortunately, they didn't win, any championships or anything like that. But to carry out a team at that low budget, into the playoffs is significant. It tells you how much that team is working as a team. And
then you put him on a team that's got the highest budget.
Yeah, and they're not working as a team. Opposite. Yeah, they're not working as a team. And if you look at all those players from the A's back in the day when Bob Melvin was over there, they're all somewhat taking in somewhat leadership in their recent teams now, So they're doing good. Look at Olsen. Olsen was with the A's back in the day, and look what he's doing with the Braves now.
Hey, man, Sean Murphy.
Sean Murphy, too. Okay,
Yep.
He was with the A's. And look at Chapman. He's with the Blue Jays, and he took upon some leadership out there, too, before, being a veteran, all that stuff. So, it's definitely, the players that you have, is they need to not be selfish, and they'll do better. Everybody was picking the Padres because they had so many good players, and Tatis was going to come back and whatnot. I just hate to say it, it's a very, very talented team, for all that to go to waste, so.
Yeah, it's crazy. That team aspect is huge. Over in the American League, How about Seattle making their move?
Oh, man.
Leading the West.
I think them and the Dodgers were top on records in wins in the whole month of August.
Yeah.
You know,
I wouldn't be mad at a Seattle LA World Series. That'd be pretty nice.
Oh yeah, man.
That would be nice.
I wouldn't talk to you at least throughout the game.
No, bro, you coming over. We're watching all the games.
That's right.
We're watching all the games. You know what I mean? But we ain't talking.
Yeah,
we're not talking.
Yeah,
but
right?
we're gonna be watching the games together right there, side by side.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, they're tied with Houston right now, and Houston and Texas are playing each other right now. Mariners just got done with a series in New York against the Mets. Unfortunately, lost 2 out of 3. And right now they are in the middle of a series with the Reds. Cincinnati Reds, one of those teams that, started winning a bunch of games in the middle of the season. And they're in playoff contention, but Seattle's got to win against them too.
Yeah, well, it was a big spark, when the Reds got Ellie De La Cruz, but the guy's got to get on base, man. He's definitely an impact player, but I think the league figured out how to pitch around him, where they're avoiding him to get on base. So they're working him smart, but once that guy gets on base, man, he's a threat. Even if you pick off, you're still not going to catch him.
Yeah.
That guy is that good, and he's freaking fast.
There's a video that I saw of it was a game between the Angels and the Reds.
Oh,
and I think it was, I don't know if it was in Cincinnati or in Anaheim, but Shohei Ohtani hit a ball, like laser beam. He's on second, and the whole Reds infield, like in the middle of a pitching change, comes up to Ohtani, like poking him, like if he's real or not.
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy though? What's funny to me? I don't know if it's funny or it blows my mind. Is that whole infield group was all rookies. Every single one of them was a rookie, first year MLB player, surrounding like Shohei Ohtani, like he's like this mythical creature, and they're these young little kindergarten kids.
Yep.
You had Matt McLain, who's I think he's like their second baseman or shortstop, and then you got Ellie, who's been playing third base for him. Noelvi Marte is a rookie for him too. They got him from Seattle for the Luis Castillo trade, and he's up now. He's their rookie, and then at first base they have Encarnacion Strand.
Yeah.
So all 4 of them rookies coming up to Ohtani like,
hey man,
that's the man right there. That's the man. Hey. So yeah, but crazy what's happening in Anaheim too, right? With the trade deadline and the losing streak and Ohtani now with his elbow.
Yeah, well, good thing that for 29 other teams, good thing that trade didn't happen, because they would have been living,
right?
Like,
I mean, they still got Ohtani the hitter.
Yeah, as a hitter, but he's huge on the mound too, like he put up his numbers, and all that stuff. But it's huge. He's playing 2 players,
Yeah.
So he obviously was gonna get paid for 2 players, but this guy just lost a lot of money over that injury.
They don't know if it's Tommy John for sure, but it's gonna be Tommy John.
Yeah.
There's probably no getting around that.
Yeah, they mentioned it today that apparently it's a different injury to his UCL compared to the first injury that he had, to his first Tommy John. So that's going to be huge. It's going to impact, he's going to be another Bryce Harper. He's going to hit, have his Tommy John, and then probably come back mid next season and try to rehab that and not obviously throw, and then come back again, just like Bryce. Bryce is playing first base right now, trying to avoid the outfield, and that's a good thing about the Phillies too. They got the depth, so they're able to go ahead and put somebody else out in the outfield.
All right, Angels, is that your son's favorite team?
Oh gosh, no.
Oh no, he's the Rockies fan.
He's a Rockies fan because that was his first team playing baseball. So his first T-ball team was the Rockies,
and that's where that comes. Okay,
gotcha.
Yeah. As a Mariners fan, I usually wish bad upon the Angels. But I didn't want it to get this bad for them. I think that owner needs to sell that team. Ever since the talks with they're apparently trying to relocate out of Anaheim, all that stuff. It's just they have 2 generational players, 2
franchise players, and they weren't able to do anything around them.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
like,
the wild part.
you guys they need to either get rid of the scouting team, you know, because they're not doing anything to help that out. You know, it amazes me that their 2023 draft pick already is in the majors. You know, that's how desperate they are. You know, so you wouldn't have had that. You know, if you would have had that trade, you would have traded maybe Trout away or Ohtani away. You know, you would have had definitely some good farm players, you know, to build your organization, you know, your system. And clearly they haven't been in the playoffs, in 10 years? At least 10 years, maybe?
It's been a while for them.
I don't really follow them, but they're obviously not in playoffs,
Yeah.
you know, the past definitely a few years.
It's definitely been a hot minute.
So they need to make a move, man. You know, I don't like the Angels. I never have, you know, and my brothers, unfortunately, they like the Angels. I don't know why, just to give me a hard time. But yeah, like, because they were Dodger fans back in the day, and all of a sudden they
converted.
fans.
Oh, wow.
After they won the World Series in 2002.
Oh, how convenient.
So convenient. You know, so
that's a pretty dramatic change too, from blue to red.
Yeah.
Ooh, that'll get you shot in the streets.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh shoot. So the AL East though, you got the Orioles, you know, playing hot. They're leading the way. Tampa's, you know, still there too. But Toronto's 10 games back. Boston is still there. The Yankees barely hanging on, a game below 500. What's your take on what's been happening to the Yankees this year?
Oh man, the Yankees, they need to get rid of Boone.
You think it's Boone?
Yeah.
A lot of people say it's Boone. Some people say it's Cashman.
Nah.
I think it's the team, man. I think you got to just dismantle the team.
Yeah, they need to do that. I think they need to start fresh. First, start out top, you know, with the manager.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think they need to get rid of Boone. There's too much pressure in that clubhouse, you know, obviously for being a dynasty of, you know, being the Yankees. You know, the pressure that you have, you know, is like, dang, like, we need to start winning, you know. So it's gone to that point where Boone is like, damn, we need to start winning. If not, that's going to be on me, you know. Like,
it's been past that time now.
Yeah, so I'm surprised he's still there as a Yankees manager.
Yeah, they were trying to fire him last year, but they didn't. They stuck with him. And, you know, who knows, though? Who knows if they would be in a different spot now.
Yeah.
It's tough to say.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing, you know, what the Yankees are going through now. And believe it or not, sometimes one player can make a huge impact. And sure thing, you know, Aaron Judge was hurt for 2 months,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So far, a total of maybe 2 months for the whole season, 2-3 months.
It's a long time to be without your best player.
Correct, you know, especially their captain. You know, they recently announced him as a captain once he signed that huge deal, you know, in the off season. So obviously he tries to do their best, you know, as try to lead that ball club, you know. But if he's not on the field, it becomes even harder, you know. Yeah. So
that's your American League home run king right there.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and this guy didn't even play a full season, and he already has 30 plus home runs. Imagine he had another full season.
You know, that makes a difference of a couple games. But at this point, you know, Yankees 17 games back. Who knows if he would have even made a big difference?
It was too late. It's too late. It's too late for that. At least for the division. And then the wild card is too tight between. You know, it is bouncing left and right. You know. With the Mariners, the Rangers, the Astros, you know, all that stuff, you know. So I don't know, man. Not just because you're a Mariners fan, but I believe the Mariners will take the division.
I said that at the beginning of the year. They're gonna be the division champ. They're gonna be the American League representative in the World Series. You know, I may have said that a few times over the last couple of years, but they haven't been this good in a long time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, definitely, you know, they're going to make a good postseason run, you know, and the Mariners will definitely, you know, be in there. And I think they found out what they're capable of this past month in August, you know. So obviously with that adrenaline, that that push they did, with all the wins in August. I think they're definitely gonna push through, and get through September. Now a lot of teams are gonna play spoiler, and it's gonna become harder, because now those teams are definitely trying to give, the best shot to the better teams, and just spoil their run, overall.
Yeah, so. Mariners with the team record 21 wins in August. Most wins in a month for them, so they're playing their best baseball at the right time. Yeah. The pitching, they've got, I would say, the best starting pitching in the American League, and their hitting came through. So that's what happens when everybody's clicking at the same time. Last year, they played their best baseball in September. So we're in September, and they got to keep it going. And anybody even talk about the AL Central anymore?
Jesus.
Do you really keep up with that?
They're like 5 wins above 500, and you're still in first place. What is that? The Twins, right?
The Twins are first place, barely above 500, and then you got Cleveland, Detroit, the White Sox. Phillies aren't doing too bad. Miami's hanging in there. In the NL Central, the Brewers seem to want it the most. But the Cubs are hanging in there, too. Does Cubs surprise you a little bit?
The Cubs will win the division. I'll tell you this much.
You calling the Cubs?
I'm calling the Cubs.
Why is that?
They have they have the youngsters. They have a lot of young players, and our old Dodger Bellinger.
Oh yes, and he's playing out of his mind again.
That guy's raking. He's gonna get paid this offseason.
Yeah,
So they're gonna make it tight, but I think they'll win the division. I think the Brewers will fall short. I think it'll come down to 162.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
Game 163 even.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
I was actually part of one game 163 back in the day. When
Dodgers Giants?
Dodgers Rockies.
Rockies?
Yeah.
What was that? 07?
No, that wasn't 07. It was in maybe 2013, 2014, somewhere around there,
Nice.
Yeah,
That must have been exciting.
That was good. I think Walker Buehler was barely coming up around that time, where it was his first season, or he got called up in September.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then I think he pitched that game. It's either he pitched 162 or 163, but I think the Dodgers had to go through that, but that 163 is crazy. It's like another playoff game.
It is, dude. Yeah. It's the playoffs before the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. So
cool, man. All right. I think we've gotten through our MLB talk. It's about time for a cup check.
What's that?
You heard of a cup check,
of
man.
Course,
out on the baseball field.
Hey, talking about cups.
Yeah.
Cup check. I bought my son his sliding shorts today, and it had his little tiny cup,
in the little pocket.
Yeah, in the pocket. I was like, no way, they have them all put together. I was like, oh, dude. Nice. I thought I was gonna have to buy a separate, cup for his sliding shorts. And he's big enough now to wear some sliding shorts, and they had that cup, and I told him about it. He's like, what's that? He didn't know. And he's like, no, I'm not wearing that. I'm like, dude, you got to wear it, man.
You're going to need it, dog.
You're going to need it. And I was like, you don't want to get hit there.
No.
So he got scared. He got scared. Wow. I was like, no, there's no reason to be scared, man. It's just for your protection.
That's when it became real.
It's like, oh, what? It's like, he's 5. He's going on 6, so he doesn't know yet, but yeah.
He's going to learn real quick, though, if you don't wear it.
Yeah, he'll learn real quick.
That's right.
Reality check. Cup check.
Dude, but cup check is like, what's in your cup right there? Are you empty?
No, I'm still good right here.
All right, well, I'm empty.
805.
My cup's empty.
Oh.
So that's where the cup check comes from. Cup check. We'll be back.
All right.
What's cracking, you fucking bush leaguers, and welcome back to episode 165 of Sunday League, the podcast. Had to do the intro because I'm pretty sure Danny fucked this up. Excuse me, DH. I use his government name, his middle name anyways. His middle name, not middle name, not government. You get it. Anyways, I'm a little buzzed, chilling out in Mazatlan, Mexico. But yeah, finally the streak is ended of 165 plus 17. That includes a bonus episodes. Go fucking check those out, you fucking slouches, if you haven't. What are we fucking doing? You're fans of Sunday League, the podcast, but you haven't listened to every single fucking episode. Hey, man, shame on you. It ain't shame on me. because, I show up every week. But anyways, here I am showing up this week as well. We're not going to count it. The streak is over, finally. Hey, but I got a couple of things for you motherfuckers, man. I haven't slept in 4 fucking days. I've been drinking since I got here. It's been fun, man. I'm having a great trip. Appreciate everybody. All the shout outs, wishing me a good trip and all that shit. But I will say, man, we flew out of Tijuana, Mexico. We used the Volaris, man, Volaris, it's Volaris, all right, because you fly, fly. Volaris, man, it sucks dick, bro. That shit sucks ass. They put us on fucking standby, even though we had tickets already, ready to use and shit. But yeah, don't fucking use Volaris. It's whack. Get your passport. Unlike my dumb ass, we could have flew out of Ontario straight to Mazatlan, but I didn't have my fucking passport because I'm stupid. So that's my fault. But yeah, man, we've been out here having a good time and shit. Like I said, haven't slept since like 4 a.m. on Friday, something like that. But out here doing the damn thing, drinking a bunch of Pacificos. If I'm being honest, I haven't drank anything else but Pacificos. I did have a cantarito on some fucking rooftop. I was just kind of like, where the fuck am I? Some random ass rooftop is dark. Don't know where the fuck I am. But doing my thing, drinking. Looking forward to a lot of shit. I write down a lot of fucking things in my notebook. But I'm having a good time out here in Mazatlan. We went to this karaoke place. It was called Cantaritos, as a matter of fact. It was hot as fuck. You couldn't imagine the humidity out here. We're out there. Well, you guys are out there playing in 100+ degree weather. But I guarantee you're not as sweaty out there than you would be out here with like 85+ humidity. This shit is absolutely fucking terrible. You hop in the shower and it's absolutely fucking pointless. I promise. So I guess come out here sometime in December when it's supposed to be winter, but same shit. It's going to be humid as fuck. But yeah, on the plane ride, man, I got separated from my wife, my daughters, my mom, because we were on standby. They put all of them together, except my dumb ass. They were like, yo, take your sorry ass to the back. So guess what? I went to the back. And lo and behold, I sat next to some fucking old guy wearing a goddamn Dodgers hat. Sure enough, didn't talk to him. We kept banging knees throughout the whole flight. Not my favorite thing to do is banging knees with dudes. But it is what it is, man. And so, landed. It was great. First thing it did was, we got to our destination, staying with some family. It's been a great time. But the point of this recording is it's not about me. It's about some of these notes that I've been taking, right? And so, first things first, man. I do have some notes that I've written down. The Honolulu Baseball League. Yes, Honolulu Baseball League. I guess they had like an all-star team that went up against the Maui Baseball League. We randomly talk about Maui and all that. So DH, look that shit up. Do your fucking homework. Matter of fact, are you guys doing this shit during Cup Check? I'm pretty sure it's during Cup Check. A good 4 hours and 4 minutes and 20 seconds in. 4:20. Let's go for DH. So yeah, check that out. And it seems like it was a bit of an all-star game, kind of like a charity thing. So look that up, look into it, see what you guys find for those details, right? But I wanted to give a shout out to one of the homies. He plays in the Ramirez Baseball League. I forget which team. I would have to look it up on the Instagram. But his Instagram name is Sunday Leaguer. Look him up. So he was giving me some fun ideas about kind of a play off of OnlyFans, right? But it would be called Only Sunday Leaguers. So essentially, if randomly you get these fucking teams that can't get these motherfuckers to show up, fucking shout out to the HD Blue Jays and the Yankees, of course. Not the good Yankees, the bad Yankees in AAA of FBL. So Only Sunday Leaguers, it'd be a great app. You put yourself on there, you put your profile, somebody calls you to come out, you play, and then you get rated. You know what I'm saying? You get rated, and kind of like OnlyFans, I guess there's ratings, or kind of like Uber, I guess, like an Uber Eats type of thing. whatever. I don't know how fucking Uber works. I don't use that shit. I have a fucking car, you know. But anyways, you get rated as a Sunday League or Sunday League Merc, right? So you get a rating system and all that. So if you need like a good shortstop, for example, then you get one with like a 4.8 rating off the only Sunday Leaguers, and you pay them to come out and they do their thing, right? You get your Sunday League Mercs because that's everywhere, of course. You get your Sunday League Mercs and shit, and so you can find yourself a good shortstop, a good pitcher. Yeah, but if you need a guy, if you're just short, if you need a body, get yourself one of them 1-star guys. He'll show up. He's cheap, but you won't forfeit. Good thing is you won't forfeit. I mean, maybe the HD Blue Jays should come up with this app. Know what I'm saying? Nobody likes a fucking forfeit. But a couple other notes here is I do have shout out to the Valley boys in the municipal league out in the Valley, and Stephen Kinez and all them. They finally moved their way up into the top division over there. So DH, look into that. Valley Boys, Muni League, put them in the rankings, of course. And any of these other teams that have been in the rankings and now they're like in a lower division in another league, take them out. Please do us all a favor. Next thing that I got here, shout out to the winner of the MSBL Beat the Heat. Should have said beat the meat because that's a lot funnier for me because I'm a child. Hashtag I am a child. But the winner of that was the LA Yard Goats. They went up against the OC Rays, ranked OC Rays. I believe the Yard Goats are more of just a tournament team that was put together. Cannot confirm. Shout out to Jesse Martinez over with that team, giving us giving me some of the deets for the tournament. So the Yard Goats ended up winning 10-8, or 10-9, something like that. Seems like it was a bit of a nail biter, a good game, you know. So shout out to them. Shout out to all the teams that beat the Heat. Shout out to John Lane for getting the MVP of his team and their division of Beat the Heat. I want to say it was the 50 plus or the 55 plus or 45 plus, whatever the fuck division he was in. Who the fuck was he playing with? Anyways, they lost to the Montebello Angels. I guess apparently they're full of like former major leaguers. I don't know what the fuck. I just don't understand why former major leaguers want to play in some amateur tournament. They're major leaguers for a reason. But anyways, that is about all I got, man. You know, this is the month of fucking September. The Arizona tournament for NABA is right around the corner, of course. Nothing counts unless you do it in Arizona. You know, shout out David. Fucking. So, yeah, I'll be going out there with the fucking Upland Mets. It's fucking Mets month, baby. Let's fucking go Mets. We're going to fucking go out there, do some fucking shit, win some fucking ball games. We're going to compete. We're going to have some fucking fun. We're doing this fucking shit for the culture. Just, we do this Sunday League, the podcast shenanigans for the motherfucking culture, you know? Hashtag for the culture. Hashtag FTC motherfuckers, you know? So we're going to go out there, have some motherfucking fun. I'm going to room with my boy, Pat Kelly. What's up, dog? Let's get our motherfucking room. And let's have some fucking fun. So, yeah, it's Mets month, baby. Let's fucking go. You know, and, hey, man, look. I'm not one of those kind of guys that it ain't no fun when the rabbit has the gun. I'm more of a ain't no fun if the homies can't have none, dog. So, go to the motherfucking store. It's in the motherfucking links down below. Use the motherfucking code $5. That's the number 5 and the word bucks. Common spelling. Don't be a fucking dweeb. You know, spell it correctly. Use your spell check if you have to. Get yourself a couple of shirts. Currently, we only have 2 shirt designs up there. The OG, well, I don't want to call it the OG yet, but the current podcast logo t-shirt. Get yourself one of those. And get yourself the SLTP NWO style black and white shirt. You know, you've been featured in some of the vlogs and some of the reels on my person, of course. So get yourself one of those. $5 off of each motherfucking shirt, do yourself a favor and just join the motherfucking club, man. And do this shit for the fucking culture. That's why we're here, man. For the culture, motherfuckers. All right, man. Bowski is out of here. I'm about to go hop into some fucking pool somewhere. I don't know where the fuck I am. Still buzzing it. So we'll catch you guys in episode 166. Hope you guys are enjoying this shit. And whoever DH's guest is, man, wherever you are, don't fuck this up, man. Don't suck. And if you suck, hey, it's all good, bro. This shit, it's not easy. It's not for everybody. Hey, but hey, good luck. I hope you're having a good time. We'll make sure that you're taken care of. We'll get you a t-shirt and shit. Appreciate your time. I'm just talking shit. It's all fun and games for me. But anyways, all right, you motherfucking bush leaguers. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bowski out. $5. Sorry, it's me again. I had one last thing to get off my fucking chest. There's some of you motherfuckers out there, you're probably not listening because it says a lot about you when you're questioning things in the comments of some of our posts on Instagram, specifically the fucking power rankings. Look, man, if you ain't on there, if your team is not on there, one, it's probably because you're not in the top division of your respective league. Two, you're probably a metal bat team. Three, you're probably a tournament team. So that tells me that you're not paying attention to what the fuck we're doing here. Get off your fucking high horse. Get up in that top division. Compete. Stop fucking talking. Do the fucking work and win some fucking ball games. Win yourself a AAA championship just so you can move up, man. Don't blame that shit on anybody else. It's nobody else's fault. It ain't your fault either, man. Just move up. Move up. With time, everything will take care of itself. We all know how it is. And if you're a tournament team, man, get the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear your shenanigans. I'm tired of that bullshit. Because I'm the only one that looks at this shit anyways. I don't want to hear none of you complaining about nothing. Everybody always bitching and complaining. What about us? Hey, is this the Me Too movement? Like the What About Me movement? Jesus Christ. Clean it up. Love you guys. Hope you keep listening. All right, now I'm out. For real, I'm out. I'm going to go drink a couple of beers. Peace out, motherfuckers.
And we're back with episode 165. Your boy DH here with our special guest, Andres. Or is it Andy? Andrew?
Drew.
Dreezy?
Andres, yeah, same thing.
Drizzy? What do most people call you?
Andrew or Drew.
What does wife call you?
Babe.
Is she mad at you though? When she calls you by your name.
I maybe, I don't know, Andres maybe.
Okay.
I haven't heard it much, so that's good, right? Happy,
there you go.
Happy wife, happy life.
Happy wife, happy life. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. All right. So that was our boy Bowski, aka Ralph, or the other way around. He has a thing or two to say about the power rankings. We're gonna shift gears a little bit here, get out of the MLB discussion, and get into some Sunday League talk, some slow pitch softball talk, because that's what my man here is well known for, handling, flashing the leather at short, handling the. What kind of bat do you swing at the softball fields?
Well, we just had a tournament this past weekend, and I was swinging a pure.
All right,
it's called pure. First time trying it, and it was solid, man. That ball was shooting off that bat like crazy.
Okay,
but usually I like Easton's, and then if you already don't know, I named my son Easton.
Oh, okay, that's right.
So baseball reference overall. So but yeah, I like the Eastons. Usually I like the Brett Almers. Typical bomb squad one. But recently I haven't been able to find one. That. And then with the new rules this year, they changed the bats, where I'm not really a like big freak or geek regarding bats, but apparently the tournaments we play in, they just changed the bat. Like baseball, drop 3, drop 5,
Yeah.
etc., all that stuff, Well, apparently with softball, it has to be 240. It has to be 240. If not, you can't swing it, So the bats,
240 as in what?
I have no idea, man.
It has to be a 240.
Yeah. I think it's a compression.
Okay,
it's the
that makes
compression.
sense.
I think it's the compression of the bat. If I'm correct, but I honestly, I'm not huge with knowing a lot of info regarding bats. I just go out there and play ball. That's all I care for. Yes, sometimes the bat can get you an extra base hit and whatnot. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be you. Making contact with that ball. If you're gonna place it, you're gonna hit it right, etc. Whether the bat's good or not, you're gonna end up getting a hit if you know how to hit.
Mm-hmm. At the end of the day.
So I just go out there and swing, man. I just go out there and swing and try to get on base, for the heavy hitters to come up and do some damage.
Do what you gotta do.
Like I used to hit dingers, man, but for me, I don't know what happened, but I stopped working out,
that's got to be it, man.
Like,
sap the juice.
Yeah, so I'm starting to work out again, so hopefully it comes back. But
as long as you can run, though. As long as you can run.
Yeah. I'm not super fast, but the way I run the bases, I know how to run the bases, so it makes it even better. It makes me look fast, because I know how to run the bases.
Cutting corners and shit.
Exactly. So you got to be able to know how to round that base. If you don't, then you're going to lag.
That's for sure.
So but yeah, I just try to get on base, let the heavy hitters do their thing, and that's it. That's all I care for.
There you go.
We play as a team, not just we're not an I team.
Yeah. So there's speaking of tournaments, there are tournaments going on right now because it is Labor Day. A lot of Sunday League teams did not play because of the holiday, or their league is out of season, or whatever it is. But there are currently 2 tournaments being played in SoCal for the Labor Day holiday. The first one is in Irvine. It's called the MSBL Beat the Heat, and they've got 3 divisions in this one. First one is the 18 and up World Series. You have teams in here called the Yard Goats, the OC Rays, the Fresno Grizzlies, North County San Diego, the OC Tritons, the LBC Sunrocks, and Hot Funk Baseball.
Nice.
Ever heard of Hot Funk?
No.
Now you have. Hot Funk, I want to say, is a team that plays out in SoCal MSBL, the Irvine League. And there's also the OC Rays, which play out of the Orange County. It's called the OC RBL. And I'm not too entirely sure which leagues some of these other teams play in. I know the LBC Sunrocks. I've seen them play out of a league in Ventura. But tournament play is a good opportunity for all of these teams from different leagues to kind of come out and see how they stack up. You got a tournament coming up in October or end of September. It's going to be the Arizona World Series, the NABA World Series.
Oh, I've
ever been out there?
Yeah, I haven't, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, the NABA World Series is kind of the mecca of all Sunday League tournaments, if you will. You get to use the facilities that are reserved for the major league teams when they're doing their spring training out there. So I think that they use like Tempe Diablo, their actual big spring training facility for the games. Yeah. So good stuff out there, but that's coming towards the end of the month. As of right now, the Yard Goats are 5-0 in the 18 and up divisions, and if I'm not mistaken, I think they're playing in the championship against the OC Rays, which were 4-2 in pool play. Fresno Grizzlies at 3-2. North County San Diego was 1-3. OC Tritons 1-3. Hot Funk Baseball came in at 0-4.
Wow.
5 runs scored, 81 runs allowed.
Wow.
45 and up, you got the Montebello Angels there at 4-1. OC Sox at 3-1. The Phoenix Padres 3-2. The OC Dodgers, representing for your Dodger peoples, 1-2. Wine Country Blue Jays 1-3. The Bakersfield Heat 1-2. And then there's the team called the NSEW Connection at 0-2. The 55 and up, you gonna be playing still when you're 55?
I'm gonna try to play. Yeah, I'm gonna try to play as
All right.
much as that possible.
There's 3 teams in this division: the North County Waves, which are 3-0, Mustangs Baseball Club at 2-1, and then the North Country Halos 1-5.
Wow.
Let me see. Let me see if there's been any updates to any of the scores for today. Damn, I just see that Hot Funk lost 21-2 to the Yard Goats. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have an update as to who won the championship. It would have been today.
Yeah.
And let me see. Hold on. Let me go through and filter out. I'm checking the Instagram, by the way, for the people that are wondering where I'm getting my updated numbers. Orange County Rays did make it to the championship, but they lost. They lost to the Yard Goats.
Wow. So
Fell short on the ship, but battled all the way through. Well, congrats to the OC Rays for getting that far.
Yeah.
You know, representing the Sunday leagues, because I know that they do play in the OC RBL. As far as the Yard Goats, not too sure. Not too sure who they or where they come from. Actually, here we go. Yard Goats, team from LA with some players from the Sun Rocks. All right, there we go. So congrats to them. Another Labor Day tournament going down in San Diego. You ever play ball down in San Diego?
No.
Oh, man, it's beautiful out there. Played some ball out there, too. Ooh, you can't beat it. They got a Labor Day tournament out there, too. Division 18 and 18A. The Western Elite came in at 5-0 in pool play. The White Bandits. Would you play on a team called the White Bandits? Yeah. You would?
I would. Sounds legit.
3-2. Gallos de Escondido.
Oh, I would definitely play.
Play for the Big Cocks. 1-2-1. The Mets at 1-2-1. San Diego Sharks 1-2, and the Expos came in at 0-3. There's also a Division 18 AA with teams called the EC Wombats, EC Royals, Team San Diego, the Boneheads, and then the U.S. Military War Dogs. The Division 30 plus, you have the Black Sox 50s, Team USA, the Brushbacks, and the Braves. Division 40 up, you got the Boo Bears. Boo Bears.
Boo.
Boo Bears. The Arizona Javelinas, the Salty Dogs, the Kirk Paving SD Nationals. I wonder if they're sponsored. They might be. And the Cubbies. There was a 50 and up division, but it doesn't have any teams listed. Let's see if there's any championship scores today. Sunday. Let's see. Checking out the scores if there's any championships, announcements for the 18A. I mean, it looks like maybe it was the Western Elite that came in and won the championship, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there you go. Western Elite winning the 18A championship. I'll have to double check this just to make sure. The 18 AA championship looks like that went to the EC Wombats. And the 30 up division championship went to Team USA. The 40 up division championship went to the Boo Bears.
Boo Bears.
The Boo Bears. All right, so congrats to everybody that won their championships for tournament play this week.
Wow. And all this time, believe it or not, I'm living under a rock, but all this time I thought only leagues would be out of LA, man.
No, bro.
I can't believe that there's so many leagues everywhere.
We follow, or at least we try to follow, at least 14 different leagues out here in Southern California. So you got the Fontana Baseball League, which is pretty damn competitive. There's a lot of good players that come out and play, ex-college players, a couple guys that played pro as well, live out in this area, the IE, that play in this league. And you got the Majors Division, you got AAA Division, they're both wood divisions. You got AA, you got single A, you even got lower level leagues than that, or divisions. There's one called the Aztec League as well, based out of the Inland Empire. Those are probably the closest ones to where you live.
Nice.
And on top of that, you got Murrieta. There's a league out there. San Diego is a big league, very competitive. The PCBL, based out of LA, very, very competitive. what other ones? San Fernando Valley, Maywood, California Elite. I forget where they're based from, but a lot of leagues, man. A lot of leagues around here. So
that's good.
Get you out of your bubble.
Right.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah. So big tournaments being played for the holiday, and then of course you got the Arizona NABA World Series. We're gonna be keeping up with that and seeing who's coming out on top. Aside from that, man, I want to talk to you a little bit about your slow pitch experience. So, what got you started on this team?
Oh man, it was.
I know you mentioned it briefly.
It was a previous coworker back in the day. Good friend now. He knew I played baseball. So he introduced me to the team because his brother ran a softball team, slow pitch, out in Culver City area. That's back in the day when I used to be in LA. So I met him through work, and he's like, "Hey man, it's like you play baseball, right?" It's like, "Yeah." Like, all right. Like, have you ever tried softball? I'm like, "Nah, man." I was like, "That's not for me."
Why? Why was that?
Like, because obviously it's just softball. It's like I want to play baseball,
you're a baseball
and
player.
I just like, and I was just playing baseball at that time. So it's like, nah, I just play baseball, dude. He's like, "Well, come check it out, man. Like, come check it out. If you don't like it, then." It's all good, If you like it, then you're more than welcome,
Okay.
And sure thing, man. Like that thing was fun. I started like no way, So then I started meeting people from there, because, I'm not great. I'm not like I'm good, but like obviously, my goal was obviously to go pro, but things happened but other than that, just having the passion for the game, it just makes you better sometimes, because you gotta think of the game, your IQ, things, situational, plays that you gotta do, all that stuff, So a lot of people just go out there and have fun, but I also get out there, have fun, and compete, aside from just fun, a lot of people just play for fun, so. In the first few seasons with softball, I was having fun, and then next thing you know, I started meeting people who were like, "Hey man, you down to compete? You down to join some tournaments?" And
you play competitively.
Yeah, exactly.
Like super competitively.
Yeah.
So now this team that you play on, you guys play at different tournaments?
Correct. Yeah, we play in different tournaments, last I've heard. We were one in the state in power rankings.
Number one in the state.
Number one in the state out of like 230 teams,
so there's also a slow pitch power rankings.
Correct. Yeah.
Nice.
There's power rankings, but there's different divisions, so just like the baseball leagues, like majors, AAA, AA. Over here is obviously majors, A, B, C, D. And E's,
right.
So
A being the highest level of competition,
majors being the highest, and then A obviously the second highest, so we're in no doubt about to move up to C's, so we're currently in D's, but there's still a lot of competitiveness, in Division D. Last time I heard we were ranked 1 out of the state, out of like 230 teams, and 5th in the country, out of about 900 teams, So that being said, we're gonna take our talents, to
South Beach,
to Florida next month, man. So
play for the Miami Heat.
That's right. So we're gonna try to get one more tournament in, at the beginning of October to get all our guys together. The last tournament we had, we started off 2-0, but it was pool play, so it was single elimination. So we lost our third one, and obviously, man, like after starting 2-0, that's like, oh really? It's like, come on,
you
man.
expect to win.
I'm like, yeah, but we had a 2-3 hour break, and that's a bad thing about tournaments. You have long breaks because there's so many teams trying to compete out there and trying to win. So there's so many games that need to be played, and we have 2-3 hour game breaks, where we just cool off, and next thing you know, like, oh, hey, all of a sudden it's like, let's get back at it, So sometimes it's hard to get the rhythm back in, like in order for us to continue playing well.
And you lose that spring in your step a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. So, and we had it, we thought we had it in our pocket, because the first game was tight, but we still came up top. Second game, we mercied that team, but then the third game they mercied us.
Damn.
So that's, I mean,
so they do still like have those mercy rules. How many runs after what inning?
I think it's 10 runs after 5 innings.
10 after 5?
10 after 5 and 15 after 4 or something like that.
And that's it. You're
you
out.
know, so yeah, you're done deal, so, but yeah, we had about 5 pickup players, so not our legit actual team.
You call them ringers?
We don't call them that, that kind of sounds harsh.
It's kind of a derogatory term, like how dare you?
Yeah. So I wouldn't like that, because at one point I was a pickup.
Okay, all right, pick
but I became permanent.
You know what we call them? We call them baseball mercenaries.
Oh, okay.
Somebody you just like a hired gun. Like, hey, we need a guy.
There you go.
You just call a guy. He's like 12 o'clock in the afternoon, still sleeping.
Yeah.
Wakes up smoking a cigarette.
Yeah,
what do
man.
you need?
Yeah.
We need a guy. My fee is $50. All right, we got you.
Well, this guy, the guy that runs the team, I bumped into him at a pickup game, out in Chino, and I bumped into him. I played with him before, because the guy I used to play with, him and the coach, the guy that runs the team now, they went half and half on players on one tournament, and that's how I met him. So I met him. Long story short, I met him at a pickup game, league night, and I told him, hey, man, it's like the guy I used to play with. It's like he hasn't had any tournaments, lately. It's like, if you ever need a pickup player, let me know, man. Like, I'm gonna start becoming available, because I stopped playing tournaments because I was starting to work weekends, and whatnot. So I was like, all right. So then, sure thing, he gave me the call, man. He gave me the call, back in March, and it's like, hey, dude, we need a pickup player. It's like, we need a shortstop for the weekend. I'm like, all right, cool. So I went out, performed well, luckily, and I connected with the guys, and for being first time around, and first tournament that I played with them, we won the championship, so
Nice.
So after that, the team decided to, hey, man, it's like, bring this guy back, so I became their official shortstop after that.
Very nice. And the thing about this team is, are you guys sponsored?
We are sponsored. We are sponsored by All Town Ambulance.
All Town Ambulance.
Correct. And we got that sponsorship through one of our players. He's a paramedic for that company. So he got the sponsorship, and they pay for us to play and compete. So that's definitely good. Full uniforms, tournament fees paid for, all that stuff. And if we need to travel anywhere, we'll go ahead and cover expenses, but for the most part, they pay for our tournaments, for us to go out there and have some fun and compete.
And then if you guys win these tournaments, are there prizes?
Correct.
For these tournaments as well?
Yeah.
Is it usually cash? Is it like equipment? How does that
It depends. So far, the tournaments we've won with, since I've been with the team, the first tournament we won equipment, which in this case there were bats, so we got like 12 or 13 bats, so at that point.
Are they legit bats too?
Yeah, they're legit bats. Actually, one of the bat that I got that tournament, I actually use it in the tournaments now, so they're legit bats. And sometimes it's cash prizes, so first place wins like over $1,000 or something like that.
Damn.
So different prizes, or jerseys, like the last tournament we won, we got team jerseys, custom team jerseys, that are that we're still waiting for, so that's that. So, but yeah, we're sponsored, by them, so they go ahead and pay the fees for us, and we go out there and compete and try to sponsor, obviously advertise them and put their name out there as well, so, but yeah, full uniform, decked out, it's like, we almost kind of have similar colors to the Brewers.
Okay.
So, so we got
got that navy blue and gold or yellow or whatever?
Correct. Yeah, the gold.
Okay.
Yeah, the navy blue and gold. We got white with gold, and we got gold with navy, and we got navy pinstripes with gold stripes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Now, and what'd you say, what's the biggest challenge in slow pitch compared to baseball?
The biggest challenge, just your timing, man. Your timing. You gotta just make sure, like hitting wise. A lot of people think it's easy, but if it gets too to your head, you're not gonna hit the ball, man. I was like, there's a lot of some of our sluggers, and sometimes like it gets to their heads, and all this stuff, or we're trying to do too much. You make that slight adjustment where it's like, oh, I'm gonna try to hit a home run, and it
doesn't always work out.
No, it doesn't always work out, So the timing, your adjustments, to the pitches and all that stuff, So and there is juking, and slow pitch softball for the tournaments. So the juking, you basically is like you fake it like you're gonna throw it if you're the pitcher, so you're up in front, and next thing you know, if they see that movement where you're up front already starting your swing, they pitch it right after that. So it's like almost quick pitching you after you already started your motion, hitting. So you have to be very patient when you come down to the box, because the juking can get you off balance and you can just roll over or just simple pop up or fly ball.
Are you also does juking also involve them delivering a fake pitch?
Mm-hmm.
Like them,
like they act like they're gonna throw the ball, but they don't throw it. They hold it and they keep like
they can do that as much as they want.
Yeah, they can do that as much as they want. They can juke it like 10 times before they actually throw the pitch.
So they can balk.
They balk all day. Yes,
because you can't you can't do that in baseball.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, but in slow pitch, that's wild.
Yeah.
And does it actually does it get guys like to pop out or roll over, ground ball?
Yeah,
whatnot?
I'm one of them.
It's gotten you a couple times.
It's gotten me a couple times. Yeah. But then obviously those elite and smart hitters, then they're gonna adjust. If you're up front, then you're just probably gonna go with the pitch or do something with it.
Is that considered kind of bush league though?
Nah.
Pitching like that.
It's annoying.
Yeah,
it's annoying. Believe it or not,
but it's within
strategy.
The rules.
Yeah,
it's
strategy.
within the rules, and you can do it.
Yeah, it's strategy.
Right.
To throw the swing off. Especially they do it to the power hitters. Try to get them off their swing. Or try to get them off. That back leg where they're gonna go ahead and get that support to freaking hit those dingers. So, but yeah, it's annoying. It's frustrating. Especially if you're up front and they get you out after that. It's like, oh, you son of a biscuit. It's like, yeah.
You just want to cuss them out or what?
Yeah. So I guess you're frustrating. So then that's that.
Have you seen any brawls in the slow pitch game?
I haven't lately.
Lately, but ever?
Ever, yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Does any of it have to do with the juking or anything?
No. It's just people just talking shit, like left and right, or people that just don't like each other, But for the most part, a lot of people, a lot of players know each other, because they play in different teams, different leagues, league night, and all this stuff, So. Like some of the guys, that I play with, in this specific team, they'll pick up tournaments, here and there, with another team, and they've actually asked me, hey man, it's like, are you willing to come out? And I was like, can you pick up
combine with other teams?
Yeah, like combine with other teams when our team is not like scheduled for that weekend, so they combine they put like almost like a little all-star team put together from different squads, and, hey, come down, and then go from there. But I haven't had the chance, because usually like in advance, like when I joined this team, they gave me a whole schedule, like for the rest of the year, what we're gonna play. So we already know what we're playing. So if they ask me last minute, it's pretty tough, to get out there, because we obviously have responsibilities, we have prior commitments, and we can't make it out all the time, so, but for sure with this team, I've been there since they've invited me out, and so it's fun, man. It's fun.
Good squad, good time to go out there and try to win some cash. So when's your next tournament coming up? October
7th.
That's Florida?
That's going to be Hemet.
Okay, that's out in Hemet. When's Florida?
Florida is going to be October 26th through the 29th out in Space Coast Complex out in Vieira, Florida.
So you're already booked up? You got your your flight booked and everything?
Yep, everything's already booked.
And hotel and all that?
Yeah.
How does that work? You book you room with a teammate?
Well, since the family's going,
Nice.
Yeah, the family is going, so
All 5.
Yeah, we got our own place.
Oh, okay.
You know, but usually these guys apparently they've been to Florida for 3-4 years now in a row. So every time they go out to Florida, they Airbnb a huge mansion and everybody pitches in.
Like, do they take their families or is it just the guys?
Mostly some, like, majority of the guys just are just the guys. You know, they don't take their families.
They go have a good time. Probably.
Yeah,
Okay.
they go have a good time and that's it. You know, they Airbnb a mansion and they all stay in the mansion. You know, and then take care of business.
There you go, man. That sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
Sometimes though, you know, as a family man, you can't really party like you used to.
No, not at all. You know, and obviously, taking them, you know, I also got responsibilities to also let them enjoy that trip. You know, so I'll be taking them to Universal Studios, Legoland, you know, and whatnot.
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
so that's pretty close to where you guys are.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we got plans already. We'll have a whole itinerary, you know, ready and we're set in stone, you know, for that whole week. We'll be out there for 7 days.
You got anything else planned for the rest of the year? I mean, November, December, since they get these schedules out pretty far in advance.
November doesn't look like we have anything in November because we'll have Worlds. It's called Worlds U Trip out in Florida.
And that's this when you guys are going?
Yeah.
The Worlds. So it's like a world championship if you win it?
Yeah. So, and from what I heard, if whoever wins that, automatic entry to a tournament in Barcelona.
In Barcelona, like Spain, Barcelona?
Spain.
Not like Barcelona, Oklahoma?
No.
Or something like
Spain.
that?
We're talking about Spain international.
If you win, you get an
tournament.
automatic berth. So do they pay for your trip too, or you still gotta
most likely we'll probably still come out of pocket, you know, but sponsored, all that stuff, you know, and that's
legit.
Yeah, it's fun, you know, even just thinking about it, you know, it's like, whoa, like what, Spain? I'm like, that'd be
imagine
sweet.
that, yeah, going to play freaking slow pitch in Spain.
Yeah,
who would have thought?
Yeah, exactly, you know, and then when I first thought, like, back in the day when I was like, man, softball's not for me. What is, like, I don't play softball. And look at this, you know, like I'm like a kid again, you know, playing travel ball.
So what would you say to somebody who is in the same spot, same mental space as you? Fuck that, I'm a baseball player.
Yeah, I'll be like, dude, you're gonna regret it.
Expand your horizons.
Yes, exactly. You know, it gives you more opportunity to play, you know, so that's it. So there's softball everywhere, just like now I'm finding out there's baseball everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, you know, and sometimes you're limited because, you know, you think like, oh, I can't, you know, I can't play on the weekends. I got to work on weekends. But when it comes to the slow pitch game, you can play any day of the week.
Yeah, exactly.
Any day of the week. There's leagues everywhere. So
yeah,
there you go, man. Yeah. Don't limit yourself.
Yeah. So that's good. And then December, most likely, usually for December, it's Toys for Tots.
Oh, I think I heard of that.
Yeah, so they usually have tournaments out for fundraising, you know, for kids, you know, that are homeless or sheltered, you know, all that stuff, you know. So that's always a good benefit, you know, out to the community for whoever it belongs to, you know. So
for sure, man, for sure. So you plan on playing as long as you can.
Yeah.
As long as you can.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
As long as I keep moving, you know, it's like I'm not sure if I'll keep playing shortstop the rest of it, like, but I'll definitely be out there.
But you still can. All right. Yeah, man. Well, to any Sunday League team out there that's listening, which we do get a lot of them, and we do get a lot of the Fontana ones out here, especially.
That's good.
You know, there's a possibility that you might just have your next middle infielder.
Yeah.
Right here on episode 165.
Yeah, well, it's not just middle infield, you know. I mean, I can play anything, you know. Like, I played every position coming up, you know. So that was a good thing, you know, the versatility, you know. I pitched at one point, you know, but I got hurt. So I'm trying to rehab and try to get back to what my arm was back in the day.
Nice.
But other than that, like third, short, second, you know, worst case scenario, outfield, you know, and then, but yeah, there
you go.
Middle infield, definitely shortstop is my spot, but middle infield, I'll play anything, man. Like I said earlier, the big reason why I committed to this team and they committed to me of bringing me back is because of the not being an I guy, you know, like playing as a team, like a teammate, being a team player, you know. It's like I even told him, it's like, man, just whatever, like I don't care, put me anywhere. Hey, dude, if you need to switch somebody out, put somebody else in short, let me know, you know. I'll take a break. No, you're out there, you know. I'm willing to give the opportunity to somebody else, and even if somebody else is there, it's like, man, I don't care, I'll go play somewhere else, you know, like that's fine, because I have that versatility of having the knowledge of knowing to play that position, so that's the good thing about me, you know, like I don't care as long as I'm playing.
Exactly.
It's like that's all.
Put me on the field, coach.
Yeah. Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
Man, I have a feeling somebody's gonna call me about you, so we'll see, dog. Hey, episode 165. We're gonna wrap this thing up. I had a great time here at your place for Labor Day holiday.
That's
you know,
right.
we busted out the slip and slide for the kids.
That's right.
Not even a slip and slide, bro. That shit was a legit slide, dude. Like that thing, and it had like a little water gun and everything too. The kids had a great time. Sure, your kids had an awesome time. Thanks for showing me the man cave again. I'm going to show it to our Sunday League world as well. But before I let you go, I got to ask you the big question. Is home plate a base?
Oh.
He just passed out. Head hits the mic.
I mean, we discussed this earlier.
We did, and I know what you said.
But aside from what we discussed earlier, I didn't think it was a base.
You know?
Nah, I just consider it as home plate, you know. But then I got your point of view, and I was like, you know what? You're right. I never really thought about it, you know.
But at the end of the day, you know, think hard about it. You know, you're a baseball guy. It can be both, and I think it's both. I also think it's a base, but there's some people out there that say it's not a base at all.
Yeah,
because you know the way that it functions, the name, what it implies, and you know people that play the game and you know kind of more on the intellectual side of it, like they look at those things, like you know how you actually interact with it, and you know. So what's your take? Is it a base?
Well, if we're talking about earlier, if this was earlier, I would have definitely said no, it's not a base.
Not a base.
Yeah.
So you willing to join that? You join that side? You're gonna join the dark side?
No. Now that I got your feedback, you got me, man.
Oh,
it's like so yeah. I think it can definitely be both, you know. But but from what we talked about, like some people say that. Like you said, you know, like, oh, you don't stand on it, you know, it's not a base. I'm like, but you do go across from it, you know, to score a run, you know, so it is a base at one point, you know, because you have to touch it no matter what. At
some point it becomes a base.
Yeah, because if you don't touch the base, you're out, you know.
Yeah.
So if you miss first, second, third base.
Or home.
Base, you know, home plate. Yeah, you're gonna be out. You know, so if you hit a home run and you miss home plate and you didn't touch the base,
there you go.
You're gonna be out.
Yeah,
you know, and it's happened before. So, yes, I just consider it home plate.
Yep.
But never really crossed my mind ever till today.
Yeah.
You know that, hey man, like is it a base? Home plate, is it a base? So yeah. So
it's a base.
It can definitely be both, you know. 50-50.
You can't be though. It's got to be one. What is it? Is it a base?
Yeah, it's
a base. Hey, all right, man. Well, thanks again for having me over. Here's some more 805 cervezas.
That's right.
And here's some more umpire fees. How much are umpire fees?
$5.
$5. Come on, man.
Yeah.
$5. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for tuning in, Bowski. We miss you. I'll see you next week. Dreezy.
All right, guys. Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
All right, man.
It was fun.
We'll get you on another time. And for now, we're checking out. Peace.
Later.